Stackers. Good afternoon and welcome to the pre-show of Silver Stacker Bingo. How's everyone doing this fine afternoon? Beautiful weather up here in southern Indiana. How's everyone doing? Yes, I have my gloves on. And HVAC already spilt the beans on 2Y. Right here. We're going to go through these bad boys tonight, or this afternoon. Yeah, I also got a little bit of mail call to go through. I got something from someone from somewhere in Kansas that I have no idea who it is, and I have no idea what's in store in that one. I haven't even opened it yet, so I'm pressing my luck here with what's in this envelope right here. So we're going to be opening this bad boy here in a bit. And of course, I got, we'll do some opportunities here for sign up new people to Silver Stacker Bingo who have not signed up. Got another piece of mail here. I know this one here came from Red Hot out of California. It was a win I got from Red Hot out of California last Sunday on Big T and Mama T's what's that thing called? Silver rummage sale, I guess. They do that every Sunday afternoon. So that is what's someone named Red Hot was on that show and they were selling stuff. So I bought some stuff. I actually did an auction, but you know Hoosier doesn't do auctions, but I did that time that evening. Once in a blue moon, I might do an auction, but not very often. And then finally, the third piece of mail I got is from Tupac Coin Roll Hunter out of, well, right now out of Missouri anyway. Tupac, I donated to his channel last week, I think it was, and picked up some stuff. So we're going to go through that from Tupac. And like I said, we're going to take the opportunity to look at these statehood silver quarters that we got from the LCS. Reveal with the states that I have received besides for North Carolina, and then we're going to do some looking for some people that want some numbers. We're going to make sure we get some people signed up for numbers who haven't gotten numbers before. It looks like, looking at the chat here, it looks like everyone signed on the chat here is blue, so we're all good to go there. But we'll keep an eye out for someone. If someone shows up it's not blue, let me know, and we'll offer them the opportunity to get some numbers. It remains to chat here really quick here. Hello, Johnny Cajun Roots Reseller, how you doing? And Paula Widener and 717 Orlando, how you doing, my friend? Robert Cornett, good to see you. HVAC, I see you're out there yakking away there. Thank you. And Natty Stacky, welcome. And my bot, go away, bot. Ping G, how you doing, my dear? Hello. And Joe McBride, good to see you. Yeah, I think Joe's going to appreciate these state quarters I got. I think I do. And Sheep, good to see you. Welcome to the show. And Sheep, we will give you an opportunity to get some numbers here in just a moment. If you're interested, just put it into the chat to give you some numbers, and we will certainly make that happen. Good to see you. Welcome. And for anyone that hasn't signed up or subscribe to the Hoosier Stacker channel, I would appreciate it. I'm currently at 917. 917? What the hell? That was 925, I think it was, a couple of days ago. Man, YouTube giveth and taketh away. So I'm down by 7 or 8 HooFamily members since in the last, I think, 48 hours. Man. So help me out there, guys. I would appreciate that. And subscribe to the channel. And of course, share this video or share this stream out to your family, your contacts in the community, or your communities if you're in multiple communities. Invite them to Silver Stacker Bingo. We do it every Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern. And DJ Coin Ninja, good to see ya. Who else is out here? But Big Sky, good to see ya. And let me know if the audio's coming through. I replayed the video from last Saturday, and you know, as I mentioned then, I actually have a new orange setup here. So I have my desk view right here that you see right here right now, with everything behind me, and then the bingo cage is right over here. So whenever I turn to do the bingo cage, I either have to take a mic with me, but I do have a second mic set up here on this camera, so we'll see if that helps the audio from compared to last week. I'm hearing muffled voices and low volume. Anyone else? Well, maybe I can't do that. Maybe I need to mute that mic and turn it up. All right, let me know, guys, if you're able to hear me okay. I barely hear you. All right. Let me turn it up here. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. I'm not in the tunnel, but I was running 2 microphones, so okay, that's good. So I'm gonna have to take this microphone here. I'm gonna have to swing it back and forth like that as I play the cage to come back over to the screen here. I'm gonna have to figure out a different way. I may have to end up going with a lapel mic or something, but I'll just have to swing back and forth like that while I'm transversing from the bingo cage to the main desk here. Thank you, everybody, for catching that. You're welcome. You're welcome, Ping. All right, good. All right, so yep, we'll get you some numbers here in just a second here, sheepy that sheep, and we will make that happen. Lost my train of thought here. Must not been that important, as I always say. If I can't remember something, it must not been that important, but I know better than that. Me rambling about. All right, you know what? Before we open up the letters, let's just go ahead and get some numbers for Sheepy Sheep right now. We grab his name or their name out of the chat. Copy it out to the pick list. So the pick list, ladies and gentlemen, and for Sheepy Sheep here, the pick list is the master list for all the numbers in chat, or all the numbers that all the people have. And the numbers are permanently assigned to you when they are once they are assigned. So I will generate your numbers here in just a second, and then those numbers are yours to keep. And then once a season or so, maybe the first show or 2 of the new season, I'll give the opportunity to give you a new number to replace your numbers. There is Sheepy Sheep into the spreadsheet. Get rid of that extra space. There we go. So I'm going to highlight all 10 of your positions, Sheepy Sheep, and then I'm going to go up here to my random number generator, and we're going to generate some numbers right now. And then I'll read these off to you in the order as you see above. Write these down in that order and hold on to them forever, as they are your chance for free silver. Position number 1 is 6. Position 2 is 33. Position 3 is 61. Position 4 is 64. Position 5, 13. Position 6, 12. Position 7, 55. Position 8, 59. Oh, I'm cut off here. Position 9, 39. And the last position is See, position 9 is 74, and position 10 is, I didn't grab that. Hang on, I'll get you the last number here. Hopefully it doesn't repeat. You know what, let's start over. Well, no, I don't want to do that because you already got them written down. Let me just generate this last number. Hopefully it doesn't repeat here. If it does, we'll have to redo it. We'll see here in a second. 61. Okay, it didn't repeat. Sorry about that. I didn't see it was cut off there. So again, I'll repeat the numbers. Position 1, 6. Position 2, 33. Position 3, 61. Position 4, 64. Position 5, 13. Position 6, 12. Position 7, 55. Position 8, 59. Position 9, 74. And position 10 is 61. And let me know when you got those. And I'll turn you blue at this time. While I do that, well, before I do that, let me shrink up the box here. Give me a second here. Let me know in chat if you got your numbers there, Sheepy Sheep, and welcome. And thank you for signing up. Did it repeated? Did it repeat? Oh, I see 61. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Let me scratch all those numbers, Sheepy Sheep. Let me just give you some fresh numbers here. Fresh numbers. Scratch all these. Let's try this again. Start. All right, generate the numbers. Now we should have 10 numbers. There we go. All right, let me read these new numbers off to you. Write these down in the positions you see. Position 1, 38. Position 2, 27. Position 3, 66. Position 4, 52. Position 5, 1. Position 6, 11. Position 7, 13. Position 8, 60. Position 9, 19. And position 10 is 3. Thank you, Johnny. Let me know you got those numbers written down, Sheepy Sheep, and I'll make you blue. And thank you for pointing that out. As soon as I said it, there it was. Works good as long as I capture all the numbers the first time. Got them. All right, very good. I'll make you blue at this time. So we make people that have numbers moderators on this channel because that allows us a quick visual representation of people who do not have numbers, so I can ask if they want numbers. And of course, it gives you the opportunity to promote yourself and promote others and share the love and smash the bots because they do come in. Hi, Paula, good to see you. I see you are not blue. Let me know if you want some numbers. And what's up with Joe? Oh no. Oh man. I'm sorry to hear that. Thoughts and prayers to Ida Herring and her family for their loss. Gosh darn. I know not too long ago she was having some spells, and yeah, even though it is, life is as it is, it still hurts, Someone told me something some ago. I can't remember if it was here on the channel or in the community out here, or maybe it was the Queen remembrance, but I think it may have actually been something from the Queen. She said, sorrow in time of death is the small price you pay for the years of enjoyment of life, or something to that effect. So, yep, thoughts and prayers to Miss Ida Herring and her family for this time of sorrow. And we'll be thinking of her. We'll be thinking of them as they do what they have to do to take care of themselves, take care of their families. Family first, always. Always, always, always. All right, Tina Snodgrass, we'll get you some numbers here in just a second. And Paula, did you want numbers? I see you're not blue, Paula Abrams. Let me know. I'll get you some numbers if you want numbers, Paula. And Department of Numismatics, my friend, how are you, Don? Good to see you. Long time no see. Oh man, I mean, we know life is as it is, ladies and gentlemen, but it still sucks sometimes. But you know, again, that's a sorrow in times of losses. Is the small price you pay for years of enjoyment. I'm pretty sure that was something that the Queen said some time ago. So, wise words for sure. All right, Tina, let me get some numbers here. And Paula, let me know if you want numbers. I'll go and get your numbers at this time. Tina Snodgrass. Let me capture your name out of the chat. Oop, not the whole thing, just your name. Come back over here to the pick list. All right, highlighting your numbers, all 10 of your numbers this time. All 10 of your numbers there, Tina. And then we're gonna go up here to extensions, random generator start, and then we are going to generate your numbers right now. Write these down, or as you see, Johnny will always put them into the chat. Position 1, 23. Position 2, 29. Position 3, 5. Position 4, 50. Position 5, 73. Position 6, 59. Position 7, 74. Position 8, 72. Position 9, 27. And position 10 is 66. Write those down in the order as you see, and let me know that you got them, and I will make you blue. Hello, Melissa Hall. Good to see you. I see you're not blue. If you want to sign up for Silver Stacker Bingo, put something into the chat. We'll get you some numbers. Okay, Paul, that's cool. Well, if you ever change your mind, you can always come up and ask for numbers. We'll get you numbers. That's why we always read them off to you, because some of you, not everyone has a big screen. Sometimes they're just using your phone, right? So that's why we always read them off. And that's why Johnny or someone always puts them into the chat. So no problem. Please call out Paula's number. Paula doesn't have numbers, right? She's not blue anyway. Let me double check. HVAC, that's Paula. You're thinking maybe Paula Widener? Paula Widener, do you need numbers? I got 2 Paulas. Okay, that's cool. Paula Abrams, if you change your mind, let us know. We'll get you some numbers. All right, you're all set up there, Tim, so I'll turn you blue at this time. And like I say, Paul Abrams, we do this every Saturday, and you're more than happy to lurk. And whenever you're ready, just let us know, and we'll get you signed up. So I have 2 Lolas, 2 Paulas, 2 Barbaras. Not tonight right now, but got 2 of everyone. That seems like here lately. All right. All right, let me switch back over and we will continue on. No, that's not my video. That's my video. All right, let me get my soda and my water out of the way. Make room here on the kitty cam. Yes, even though I no longer use the kitty cat food can to spin my dice, I still call the view the kitty cam. I'll never let that. I'll never change that. It's cool because it's just cute. The kitty cam. All right, let me switch over to the kitty cam and we will get my soda out of the way here. So yes, I went to the LCS this past Friday or yesterday, and I was looking around for some 40% candies to fill my bag for the bingo show, because my bag sits right here, and I still got plenty in there, but you know, you can never have enough silver, right? So I went there looking for some Kennedys, 40% Kennedys. They didn't have any this week, so. But while I was looking, I found these steak quarters. I'm like, oh, these silver steak quarters, I should say. And I've been eyeballing them for a while, thinking, well, maybe I should start collecting those. Yes, I said the collect. I said the C word. I said the C word. You all know I'm a stacker, damn it. But I was actually looking at these steak quarters for a while before anything. I thought, well, maybe I should collect these guys anyway. At the time, I thought I'll just buy a whole 2 of each state, but that's going to get pricey. So I picked up what they had there at the LCS. They still had a few more states, but they were copies of what I already had in the tube here, so I put them back for someone else. But I brought them home. I brought these home for us to see with my gloves on because they are proof. Oops, they are shiny, and they just fell out of my hand because I'm not used to wearing gloves. All right, let me get down here. Get down on it. Get down on it. All right, we'll start at the top. Work our way through the stack here. So 9% silver. They all are minted from San Francisco, from the San Francisco Mint, and a proof. It's pretty obvious. It has a mirror-like finish on its field, and the easiest way to tell, because they do make silver proof as well as clad proof coins, special commemorative type of things. And the easiest way to tell that if this is silver or not is to look at the edges. That is solid white, which tells me it is at least 90% silver. Silver bullion is even more white. Actual silver 3/9 fine silver coins or rounds are even more white. So this is a 90% silver coin, and it is a coin because it was minted from an official government entity. But anyway, that is Vermont. Yeah. So if I have a state quarter here from someone that's here on the chat, let me know. I don't think I have anyone from Vermont in chat, but let me know if there are or not. But that is, yeah, very beautiful, shiny. Next one after that, Florida. Yeah, the statehood series back in the, when was it? The late 90s, I believe it was, or maybe early 2000s. I don't remember now. We actually have a book of each for the clad San Francisco or Philly and Denver mint marks for our children, but we never had silver. I didn't know silver even existed back then when we were collecting those coins up. That was for the kids. But that is, I know we got lots of people from Florida in the coin stacking community. Oh, and of course the San Francisco Mint their coins always have the S, that's the mint mark underneath the word trust. And it is only San Francisco that makes silver coinage. And I'm pretty sure they're the only ones now that make proof coins. So there's Florida. Do I have any Floridians out there, ladies and gentlemen? Or Vermonters, or whatever they call them for natives of Vermont? I know it's Floridians for Florida, people native to Florida. And then we have Idaho. I like that reverse. So the reverse is the not so mirror finish, but I like that reverse that they have in there. Is how it pops out with that mirror finish. And basically, it's just the state quarter, but it was minted differently. It was minted with silver, and they're hard to come by, I guess. So when I saw them, I had to grab them. And they said when they got these in that the previous owner, I guess didn't protect them that well. They had yellow tarnish on them. They went through and I don't know what they used to clean them, HVAC, but they went through and cleaned these guys off with I don't know what they used to get rid of the yellow tarnish on the surfaces there. I picked up because there are some fingerprints on these guys, so I have here a lint-free cloth to rub out the fingerprints as I see them. I figure if this cloth that I use for cleaning my glasses doesn't damage the surface of my glasses, then I would think it'd be okay to be used on a proof quarter. What do you guys think? If people out there that actually know about cleaning coins, is using a eyeglass cleaner cloth, is that safe for use on a coin? If so, I will use it to rub out these blemishes that's on these coins. Let me know. Let me know. So that's Iowa. Next up is Alabama. I know one person out here right now from Alabama. Hello, Department of Numismatics. Welcome. This is your home state. This is where you're at anyway. I don't know if it's your home state, but this is where you're at right now. Roll Tide, and then Bama girl out here. Roll Tide, baby. And DJ. I know you guys. I know you guys are down south like that. Well, what's really cool about this coin, which I didn't notice it on the original series, the Clad series, and yeah, it's got a fingerprint on it. Let me know if it's safe to use that cloth on this coin, guys. Let me know. Let me know. Even with fingerprints, Joe, you don't clean them. And I never noticed this with the Clad coins, but there's actually Braille on this coin, and I never noticed that before. I'm sure it's too small for it to be felt and read, but yeah, I never noticed that before. That's pretty cool. Fingerprints will not come off. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, they were just treating these like circulated coins. They threw them inside the bargain bin. They had a tube of them, but they threw a lot of them in the bargain bin itself. And they said they didn't wear their gloves when they messed with them. I'm like, I'm not a collector, but I know better not to touch shinies like this without gloves. I'm not a collector. I'm a stacker, damn it. But I know better not to touch these without gloves. I mean, showing off that one coin yesterday by just holding on to the edges itself was risky. So the fingerprints won't come out. Oh man, that stinks. All right. Finger sleeve oils and crud. Oh man, that stinks. All right, well, I guess I'm not going to try to clean it off then because I don't want to cause any other damage. Leave the fingerprints on there because there's a nasty one right there on her name. Oh well. Anyway, that is Alabama for Roll Tide, baby. Next one up, Nebraska. Come on, focus. All right, Nebraska. This came out in the 2000 year series. For each, when they did the commemorative series apparently back in the early 2000s, I think they used to do like 3 or 4 states per month or something. I can't remember, or maybe 3 or 4 states per year for the until all 50 states were recognized or minted. So in this case, out in Nebraska was minted in 2006. Yep, there's a fingerprint on there. Yeah, 5 states a year. Thank you, Robert. I knew it was something like that. So, Nebraska. I know a couple people in the community from Nebraska. Dreadpool 26, I believe, is from Nebraska. I think I'm pretty sure he lives in Nebraska, right there near the state line with Iowa, I believe. But he lives on the Nebraska side of the state line, not too far away. A couple others. I want to say B Square Constitutional, maybe. And maybe Angry Warrior Tackle Box, something like that. I don't know. I can't remember where they're all at anyway. There's another one with a fingerprint. Man, it sucks. I won't be able to. I can't take that off. Oh well. And this one is Massachusetts. I know we got some Massachusetts people out here. Even if they're transplants. HVAC, Robert. Oh, wait a minute. You guys in Mass. That's right. Yeah. There you go. Robert and Johnny, you guys are transplants from down south to Mass. Yeah, I drove through Nebraska just barely, and that was enough for me. Yeah, I'm not sure if I have any New Hampshire. I don't think. Yeah, there's a lot of people in the community from New Hampshire, that's for sure. I don't think I got a New Hampshire quarter. And then we got the one I showed yesterday, North Carolina. Come on, focus. Focus. There it is. North Carolina, first flight. Elton Jones, I believe, lives in North Carolina. Elton, you out here this evening? You're a regular on this show. You out here, Elton Jones? Acetone bath there, HVAC. No. I know how you like to clean your coins. So you ain't getting these coins. You ain't touching these. So this is North Carolina. I know Elton John lives in North Carolina. I'm sure there's others too that's in the community. HooFamily members from coast to coast. I'm sure I'm sure if I sat down and called people out, not called them out, but asked people what state they heat from, I'm sure I can cover coast to coast. This one up is not focusing. Focus. At least with these black gloves, I can just make the camera focus quicker. So this bad boy is Texas. We know a bunch of people in Texas in the community. Ida Herring's one of them. Mad Stacker, Everyday Opportunity, Rob Finds Treasures, Hardcore Copper. I mean, I can go through the list and just name off people. Person after person after person that's from Texas. So yeah, I almost missed this one because it was sitting back in the corner. Actually, it was in the tube. I almost missed it when I dumped it out. So I grabbed that one. So that's Texas. That's 8 of them so far. I can't remember how many I grabbed. I just grabbed them, one of each state. Colorado. I know some people in Colorado. I bet you guys know people in Colorado too. Come on, focus, damn you. Focus. I need to set this to not autofocus because it doesn't always want to do it. Come on, don't drop it. Don't drop the shiny. Don't drop it. There it is. Yep. Robert Worley, I believe, lives in Colorado. Right, that's the first name I can think of that lives in Colorado is Robert Worley. Part of the Tupac and William Dankin and Coin Around crew. He's a frequent flyer over there. Check out Tupac. Well, check out Coin Around. If you haven't already done so, if someone can put For that matter, anyone's link. But if someone could put Coin Around's link into the chat, I would appreciate it. But anyone's link, really. You're more than welcome to do that. But yep, that is the Colorado coin. That was minted in, what year was that? 2006 as well. Next one up, if it hopefully it's not, hopefully I get to focus, is Wisconsin. I had to stop and look at the coin since my camera's not focusing. Wisconsin. Here we go. Wisconsin, what's that say down there in the bottom? Forward, Wisconsin, 1848 forward, 2004. That's that coin. I don't know of anyone in the community that lives in Wisconsin. If you guys know of anyone, fit into the chat. Because I don't know. I don't know anyone from Wisconsin here. I'm sure there is though. Okay, Joe McGraw, you would know that. You're a collector. That takes too much time to stop and think, man. That's always good information. I won't remember it because I don't collect. I won't remember it, but yeah, it's pretty cool. It's things that you learn as being in part of this precious metal stacking community. Or any community, really. Because, you know, just because we focus on precious metals here doesn't mean that people that don't focus on precious metals don't appreciate the shiny. A lot of people appreciate the shiny that aren't necessarily into the precious metal community, but a lot of people appreciate the shiny. All right, next up is Virginia. I know of one person in Virginia, Tiny Numismatics out of Virginia. Or actually, he's in West Virginia. Never mind. He's in West Virginia. I can't think of anyone out of Virginia. Since Tiny's not there, he's in West Virginia. Come on, Bogish. Yeah, I'm going to have to tell this thing to do it manually. Hang on, because it's starting to slow down on focusing here. Give me a second. Let me do it manually. One moment. Turn off the all focus. All right, looks about as good as I'm going to get it right there. All right, let's try that. All right, there's Virginia, Jamestown, 1606 to 2007, minted in 2000. Quadricentennial. From Virginia. Man, why did they touch them? All right, next one after that is going to be Maine. I know one person in Maine. Nick's Coins. Nikki is from Maine. I don't know if she's native to Maine, but she definitely lives up in Maine. Who else from Maine out here? Does anyone know of anyone else that lives in Maine? But I know of Nikki of Nick's Coins. She lives up there. Not sure where, but I know she lives that way. She's invited me to come her way one of these days, and we'll have some lobster together. I'm sure there's others out here. All right, Paul Abrams, so you live in Virginia on the Northern Neck. All right, but so you're a transplant to Virginia then? Is that what you're saying? I live in Virginia now. It's like me. I'm a Hoosier. I'm born and raised and have spent most of my life in Indiana. A couple times I lived outside the state. It was with my stepfather who was in the military, and he was stationed at Fort Campbell and Hopkinsville, Kentucky. We lived there in Hopkinsville for a short period, many years ago. But that's about the only time I've lived outside the state, is when he was stationed there. So Maine. Next up is Washington State, the Evergreen State. I know of one person that lives in Washington, but I haven't seen her in the community for a long time. That would be Lucy Stack. She lived in Washington. I haven't seen her for a long time, though. I'm not sure what happened to her. She was a frequent flyer on Salivate Metal's shows. And then she was doing her own thing with her own channel there for a while. But I haven't seen her for a longest time. But she lives up in Washington. I can't think of anyone else that lives up there in Washington State. If you all know of anyone that live in these states, put it in chat. Give them some props. Show them some love. That's what this channel has always been about. What I really don't love is these damn fingerprints. Frustrating, but you know what? I'm a stacker, damn it, not a collector. I have to keep telling myself that. Next up, Wyoming. Stupid fingerprints. Wyoming, the Quality State, 2007. Shiny, shiny, shiny. Sometimes less is more. All you see is that bucking Mustang, stallion, whatever, with the cowboy on him. I can't think of anyone that lives in Wyoming. I think there are a few, though, that live up there that's in this community, but don't know if anyone are off the top of my head. But I'm sure there are. So that'd be Wyoming. Only thing I can think of in Wyoming that I would want to see before I die is Yellowstone. I want to get up Yellowstone one of these years. Next up, a lot of people in this state, Michigan. A lot of people in this community live in Michigan. The ones that immediately first come to mind is Coin Crew and Mrs. Coin Crew, aka Squirrel, aka Angel, and the Coin Zone store there in I can't remember the name of the town that they live in. But anyway, it's on the east side of Lake Michigan. But anyway, there's many people. Let's see who else. Tripwire from oh man, what's his Strap Metal Detecting is his channel or his show, but his channel name is Tripwire. He's from he's part of the metal detecting coin row fishing, or not coin row, metal detecting magnet fishing prospecting community over there. Him and Mar Videos get together every Sunday for a Sunday show at 11:30. Mar Video, or Marlon, and his co-host, his daughter Rory, every so often get to come up on the show, and they do stuff each Saturday along with Tripwire and a whole bunch of metal detectors, magnet fishers. They get together on that show. Huge community over there. Check them out. But yeah, Tripwire lives in Detroit. I'm pretty sure he lives in Detroit, Michigan. And then Coin Crew lives on the opposite side of the state there, on lakes, on the banks of Lake Michigan. And I know there's others up there. TB, Talking Bullion, TB and Mrs. TB live in Michigan. But there's many people in the community that live in Michigan. Anyone out here in the chat that live in Michigan? Anyone in Michigan? Give yourself some props. Next up is Kentucky. My neighbor to the south of me, just a couple of miles, Kentucky. Home of the Kentucky Derby. Home of the Louisville Slugger. Home of bourbon, Kentucky bourbon. Bourbon, by the way, and I didn't learn this until I moved down here across from Kentucky. Bourbon can only be crafted inside the state of Kentucky. And the reason for that is, I guess, the limestone that is used that limestone that the water percolates through to create the bourbon, is very specific to this region. So only Kentucky can have the type of, well, can only have the bourbon, I guess, that they make. Can't make anywhere else because of the limitation of the natural resources in the state. That's my understanding. At least that's what they talk about when you do. Kentucky, they have a bourbon trail. If you're ever down this way, they have a bourbon trail. They have Lady Bluegrass. That's right, Big Sky. That's right. Big Country lives down near Lexington. Who else? I know there's a couple others. I just can't remember their channel names. But anyway, there are several people from the community that live in Kentucky. But Kentucky has the bourbon trail. They have where all the distilleries, they have them lined up on a trail that you can hop from one bourbon distillery to another distillery and to sample their bourbon. And if when you think of distilleries, you think of something way out in the backwoods. No, absolutely not. Angel's Envy. Angel's Envy is crafted in Louisville, Kentucky. I said Louisville. I said it properly. I've mentioned there are 3 pronunciations of Louisville, right? In the past, you have the proper enunciation, or not proper, the common enunciation for your immediate type of people is Louisville, and then you have your people from way out from the area that don't know how to say Louisville, so they actually say Louisville, and then you have the locals that call it Louisville. And I actually do catch myself saying Louisville now, and I'm not a local. I'm a transplant, like many people out here. I'm a transplant. I'm actually from West Central Indiana. Always a Hoosier, but I'm originally from West Central Indiana. And so I'm a transplant, and I was saying Louisville when I first moved down there, and everyone knew I was not from the area. But the locals call it Louisville. So yeah. And it was really nice as Kentucky. I didn't know about it before until I moved down here. And there's a lot of things that Kentucky offers that Indiana just can't even shake a stick at. So check them out. Check out the Louisville Slugger Museum there in Louisville. Check out, see, I said Louisville. Check out the Muhammad Ali Museum, also in downtown Louisville. Check out, like I said, the Louisville Slugger Museum. Louisville is also the headquarters of Yum Brands, which is the parent company of Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and Taco Bell. So lots of things to do and see in Kentucky. I don't get over to that side very often. I don't cross the Ohio River that often into Kentucky except to go to work. That's my main reason why I'm down here, because of a job. But I don't go across very often. I can find a lot of stuff that I want to do on this side of the river, which is known locally as the sunny side of Louisville. Tourist thing here. All right, 3 more coins. Sorry, I'm rambling. Next up, which is still has a little bit of crud on it, is Montana, the Big Sky country. Montana has, that's the stuff that they were talking about. They missed this coin apparently when they were rubbing it down, or whatever they were using to cling off the yellow crud. So this coin was missed, which means there's no fingerprints on it, right? So Montana is one of those countries, or states I like to check out just to say I've been there, because it's just so vast, and as the coin says, it's Big Sky. I've seen plenty of pictures of Montana, and it's just miles and miles and miles of open sky, large thousands of acres of prairie, but beautiful country that way. Don't know of anyone that lives in Montana, right off the top of my head. Yep, the bluegrass state, Joe, is Kentucky, so that's what they're known for, is the bluegrass state. Yep, bluegrass lives out near Lexington, Kentucky, I believe. Next up is North Dakota. Let's see, I don't know of anyone in North Dakota, but I know of one person in South Dakota, and that would be Gilbert Rogers. Gilbert, you out here? I don't have your South Dakota coin. Otherwise, I'd show it off. But we'll have to keep an eye out for it. But I don't know if anyone lives in North Dakota. Okay, so Big Sky, Muscle Shells. So I'm not familiar with 406 coins and Montana Fox. I'm not familiar with those two, but all right, Big Sky. Yeah, your channel name sort of gives it away, doesn't it? Montana, baby. Yeah, I see that. And yeah, I love to get up there one of these days just to check it out, because you know, what's funny for me, and maybe not funny, but what I like whenever I go tour is I'd rather go to upstate New York than New York City. I'd rather go to the Rocky Mountains and Yellowstone, and well, I'd rather go to the Rocky Mountains than Las Vegas, for example. I'd rather go to Rocky Mountain National Park than Colorado Springs, because I'm all about this. I'm all about the holistics of nature, I guess is the best way to put it. And no, I'm not going to Colorado to get a toke, because, you know, of course, we all know it's legal over there. But I just like getting out and about and checking out nature more than anything. I have no desire to go to New York City. I have no desire to go to Los Angeles. I have no desire to go to Las Vegas. I'll go to those areas if my job requires me to. Otherwise, I'll stay away from them. Last coin of this set I have, which I guess I have 4, 8, 12, 16, 19. So 19 of the states I'll represent here this evening. Last one being New Mexico. I know one person is from New Mexico, and that would be Donald in New Mexico. Donald was a frequent flyer. He doesn't come here anymore, but he's always welcome to come back. Donald is in New Mexico, and I know there's others that live over there. I know there's others. I just can't remember their names, but yeah. New Mexico is the last one to show this evening. Land of Enchantment. Even though when I think of New Mexico, I think of an arid, dry, arid area, there's also parts of the, I want to say the northwest of the state that's very, very nice and beautiful to see. I'll have to look it up. I don't mind checking out touring states, but I'm not driving all the way over to New Mexico. I'll fly over and then I'll grab a rental and I'll drive around then. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, are the 19, I didn't actually count them yesterday, are the 19 state cores I picked up from my coin shop yesterday afternoon. Focus, damn, focus. There we go. Turn the autofocus back on. So there you have it. Very, very shiny. All right, it is 5:27. We'll be starting up the show here in about 25 minutes or so. So I'm gonna put it out there. If there's anyone out here that wants to sign up for Silver Stacker Bingo who has not signed up before, put something into the chat. And if you're interested, and we'll get you some numbers. But so far, I'm not seeing anyone that's not blue except for Paula, and which is fine. Anytime whenever you're ready there. Polka Rossi, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Don't have any Netherlands coinage there, Poker. I'm just saying. These are all state quarters. So let's see. Just looking through the chat here. I always get distracted. Don't pay attention to chat. I'm notorious for it. Team Clambook, good to see you. Clambake, welcome. And I think Winnie's Pocket Change. Hello, hello. And Big Sky, good to see you again. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it. All right, let's get into this mail call here. By the time I get through the mail call, it'll be time to end this stream. And if anyone comes out up in chat that would like to have numbers, put something into the chat. And if one of you guys could get my attention, give me, get something into the chat to get my attention, a whole bunch of hearts or something like that to get my attention. I'll try to glance up every so often at the chat. Make sure I'm not missing anything. I would appreciate it. All right, you know what? I want to put these up. I do not want these getting damaged. So I am looking, and maybe you guys can actually tell me, does Danisco make a book for the Silver Statehood Coin series? I know they make all sorts of books for coin collectors, but do they make one? Whoops, don't damage them. Do they make ones for the Statehood series? Particularly the silver version, because I like to get a Danisco book, because with a Danisco book, for people who aren't familiar with them, I actually have one I can show you. What's really cool about Danisco, and I actually got turned on by about the Danisco books from someone out of Lexington. Oh, what was his name? Because he asked me to pick up, he bought the book from my LCS, but where he lives is like 2 hours away. He didn't want to have to drive 4 hours to pick up a book. So he asked me to pick it up and mail it to him, which I did. But I can't remember who it was I asked for. Anyway, that's another person who lives in Kentucky. So a Danisco book, I like this guy right here. Let me pull back. Pull back. So a Danisco book, like this guy right here for my Merc Dimes, is a well-crafted book. And what's nice about these books, which it doesn't really apply to these coinage that's no longer minted, but they actually make pages that can be added or removed. There's actually a binder in here on the back side here that you can actually remove the screws to add or to remove pages. And the book, what's the best thing I like about these books is the coins sit in here in a way where they can be seen from either side, just like these dimes here. So here's the reverse side of the coins, and here's the obverse side. So they can go into the pages, and they're held in place by two pieces of plastic that are on either side of this page. So the plastic comes in and out of the slots. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, like so, right there. But the plastic sleeves come out to allow you to add to or take away from the certain spots in the coin or on the page. But I'm looking for a Danisco book for the Silver State Hoarders series. If anyone knows of one, or if you happen to know the part number for that book, let me know. Andrew's Northeast Coins, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Hey, Steel Ringer, hello, and Bill Snodgrass. Just going through some stuff about coins this afternoon or this evening there, Andrew and Still, and had a chance, if you guys didn't see it, picked up a bunch of state quarters today or yesterday from my LCS. State silver course, I should say. 9% silver. It's hard to see because I'm not focusing now. There it is. 9% silver. Based off of that right there, it tells you it's in silver. And they came out with not only a Philadelphia, Denver version of the state coin back in the back in the 2000s. They also came out with a clad version, a proof clad version of the coin, or clad proof version of the coin. And they also came out with a silver proof version of the coin. And this is what I have here this evening. Found these at the LCS, grabbed them up. Left a few for others to enjoy. Put the rest of these into the tube so they don't get damaged any more than necessary. I'm a stacker, damn it, but I appreciate the shinies. But I'm just as happy with dumping out all my constitutional coins and on my desk right here and running my hands through them too, just the same. And I'll do that every so often for one particular person that shows up on the chat because it really gets under her skin. All right, get those things nice and protected the best I can. So yeah, if you guys know if Dansco makes a U.S. state quarter silver proof book, let me know. Either email me or text me and let me know if they do or not, and let me know what the part number is for that book, so I can, like this, and like for example, this book here is 7123. So if you know the part number, let me know so I can order up these guys. Because what's really nice about this book also, for this one here in particular, it actually gives you a breakdown of the mint, the number of coins minted for the particular year, and the most sacred, most desirable mercury diamond is this guy right here. A 1916 Denver. They only minted 264,000 of those babies. So that, if you see a 1916 Denver or 1916 D, hold on to that for dear life and never let go, because you are sitting on some serious bucks if you get one of those coins. And I'm not a collector. I just know the facts. Yeah. Everyone says if you're looking for, I'm looking for a 1916 Denver. Can I trade you? I'm like, no. even if I had one, no. But everyone else is looking for a 1916 Denver too. But they're out there. I think HVAC found one. Didn't you, HVAC? Didn't you find a 1916 D, but it was damaged, so it was worthless? It was basically just melt. It was just worth the value of melt at that point because it was damaged. Or maybe it was at the one of your guys down there near Atlanta that had it, but it was damaged, so they couldn't sell it for what it was really. It could be worth several thousands of dollars if it's in a good state, but this one was not. All right. Hey, Mrs. Coin Career Squirrel. How you doing, Angel? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, I just went, I'm not going to dig it back out, but I picked up these bad boys yesterday. State quarters. I have Michigan in here. But you can't see it, but picked up several of these from my bargain bin at my LCS. So that's a good deal. All right, let me get into this mail here. It is 5:36. So I'm going to open this one first because I don't know what this is nor who it came from. I just know it came from Kansas. So I want to open up this one first. And I better do it off camera in case it's a hate letter. I don't think it is, but you never know. I know people that live in Kansas too. Beautiful thing about this precious metal community is we are everywhere. From Alaska to Maine. You know, you got Andrew Northwest coins. You have Nick's coins out of Maine. Florida, you have Plumber Stacker, Pirate Stacker, Fish. I think Pistol Packing Pallet, Home Airport is in Florida. Then you got Texas and all the people I mentioned earlier, Ida, Mad, Everyday Copportunity, Hardcore Copper, Rob Finds Treasure, just all sorts of people. And then out to California, you have Tupac, William Dangan, and many other people that live in California. Oregon, you have Paula Bloom. She lives up in Oregon. Oregon Stacker. Coast to coast, from north to south. Well, so thank you, Carson. I think it's safe to show this to everybody. Oh, okay. Now I know exactly who it's from. Copper Out Coins. I didn't recognize the name or the state. Sweet. Copper Out Coins. He lives in Kansas now. I know. He is a wonderful man. I got a chance to meet and spend some time with him at Grove, Oklahoma during that coin show in May. Well, he is a beautiful man, and we have a running joke between him and I and Mrs. Coin Crew and Coin Crew, Keith. You know, just a guy. Keith mistaked copper out coin for Hoosier Stacker. So we at Grow, and we've been picking on them ever since. So yes, check out Copper Out Coins channel. He does coin roll hunts on Sundays. I know he does that on Sundays. I actually have him on as one of my alerts on my phone to remind me to go check him out. That's on 2 p.m. Central Time, I believe is when his show is. So check out Copper Out Coins, guys. If someone can put his link into the chat, I would appreciate it. Copper Out Coins, I would appreciate that. Thank you very much. Beautiful, man. On the back of his sticker, I don't have one of his stickers, but now I do. Hoosier, congrats on my favorite. Congrats to my favorite Copper Out impersonator. It's a crazy thing we got going. He's referring to the thing from Grove. Thanks, Keith. Take care. Matt, Copper Out Coins. So, yeah. Every time I get onto his channel, or every time he sees me, he'll call me Copper Hoosier, and I'll call him Hoosier Copper, and then I'll call him, hey, Doppelganger. I'll say, hey, my fellow Doppelganger, how you doing? So yeah, beautiful man. Check him out. And nice little appreciation card here. Thank you for your continuing support of the Copper Out Coin channel and participation in a live stream means a great deal to me. Thank you. And then his email address, copperoutcoins@gmail.com. Let's get together again soon. It will be a hoot. Hoot. Copper Out Coins. And a stream giveaway. Okay. I don't remember. So I got from Copper Out Coins a war nickel, two one Rosie dime, and one quarter, 9% quarter, and a 9% Roosevelt dime to Hoosier. So very cool. See, I try to participate as much as I can. It's hard to do though, but I try to participate with the channel as much as I can. So to get something out of the blue, because I completely forget, it's not out of the ordinary for me, because I try to do as much as I can. I got a letter from Tupac just a few weeks ago with a win that I didn't know I won. It was actually Lainey won something on Tupac's Coin Around's show a while back, and she gifted her win to me when I had no idea until it showed up in the mail. And Tupac couldn't even remember where it came from either, because I asked him. He's like, I don't remember. I got too much stuff going on. But he couldn't remember either. But then was it last week, Joe Laney, that you guys said it was Laney that gifted that to from Tupac to me? So thank you guys for that. And I actually added that giveaway, or that donation, that gift from you guys. I actually added that to the 1K party box over there, sitting there next to the bingo cage. Yeah, no kidding, Angel. I try. I every so often I'll find myself still awake, but it's tough. And when they're on till 1, sometimes 2 o'clock in the morning, Eastern time. Of course, for them it's only 10 or 11 o'clock, right? All right, moving on. Let's see. This one here is from Icy Hot, I believe it was the channel name, out of California. This was an auction that I won. Yep, I actually did an auction, ladies and gentlemen. How dare you, Hoosier? You're not an auction guy. Once in a blue moon, I do an auction. A lot of times I just go to the auctions just to hang out. I mean, well, Mrs. Coin Creek can attest. I just go there. A lot of times I go there just to hang out and say hi, everyone, and enjoy the fun, because I enjoy going to their channel because of the fun. And I don't always get into the auctions. Unless it's something that's a special occasion, I'll participate then. Otherwise, I usually don't. Because I'm a poor man. I don't have. I won't say that. I know plenty of people that are not nearly as fortunate as I, and I am humbled by that. But it can get pretty expensive if you really get into the auction book. It can get really expensive. And I'm a stacker, dang it, so I don't know if participating in auctions is cost effective from a stacker perspective or not. But again, if it's a special occasion, yeah, I'll participate. If I know about it. I don't always know about them either. A lot of activity in the communities. It's hard to keep up. Hard to keep up. And I know I'm probably only following probably a fraction of the community out here. Oh, come on, man. He taped this guy up good. Let's try from this direction. So while you're waiting for me to open up this package, please share this stream, or please share the game stream, which will be coming up here in about 10 minutes or 5 minutes. Try to get more people into the game show every Saturday. And of course, please subscribe to the channel. I'm at 918 subscribers right now. Looking for that 1K so I can do my 1K party. Looking to do that here real soon. I was, like I said earlier, I was up to 925 and then YouTube took it away. So down to 918 or 17 or whatever. Yeah, 918. So, yep, there goes my phone. Running out of time, Hoosier. I guess I'm going to take these off now. I'm done with those coins. Yeah, shut up. All right. Set that down there. So Red Hot 1216 is the channel. I guess he's a frequent participant over there at Mama T and Big T and Mama T's channel each Sunday. So he was selling some stuff, so I bought some stuff. What did you buy, Hoosier? Well, I bought, man, he packaged this stuff up good. I bought stuff. He was selling, which, you know, they're type 2s, but he was selling American Silver Eagles. I picked up 3 of these for $95. I think that's a good deal. If you do the math, that's like $31 and something a coin. I think that's a pretty good deal, or a good deal right now, especially. So I picked up 3 of these. These are all 2021s. Yeah, type 2s. I'm not a fan of the reverse because it looks like the Eagle is coming is down, and it should be held high in the top of the sky, in my opinion. But it is what it is. I actually have a tube of type 1s that I hold on to because I really don't like the type 2s. But hey, silver is silver, right? So I got 2 of those. Or actually, I got 3 of those, and I bought 1 other thing from him, or 2 other things. I don't remember 1 other thing from him. Here's the other Eagle. Hey, Nick Moeller, good to see you, my friend. Welcome. So I picked up these 3, $95 for 3 of these. So I think that's a good deal. You guys can tell me out here in chat or not, or if I didn't get a good deal. But you know, we all know it's for the embracement of the community to, you know, participate in the auction. Yeah, you may spend a little bit more than you really need to, but you know, when you're supporting the channel, that's what matters. Supporting the family, that's what matters. All right. And then the other thing I got from Red Hot 1216 is the first year edition, I guess, of Mexican Libertad 1982 1 ounce American Libertad, first year of the Libertad. Picked this up during the auction as well. And we all know why the Libertads are popular. This has got a little bit of damage to it, but that's all right. That's okay. This one's definitely been circulated around, and that's fine. But there she be. First year issue. A2 Libertad. And then a couple more minutes here. Let's open up Coin Arounds package. Come on, open. Let's go already. This is from a donation to Coin Arounds channel last weekend, I think it was. Maybe the weekend before, I don't remember now. So, you guys, if you don't know Coin Around, check them out. They have a great show every Sunday and Wednesday, and then William Dangan does his West Coast retrospective show, which is not family friendly, unlike Coin Around's channel or show. But it's always fun to hang out there on Dangan's show on Saturdays, normally right after bingo here. So, yeah, I know, I have to go. All right. So I got from Tupac Coin Around. Shinee'ees, of course. I like how he wraps these up. How he uses coin rows to wrap up what he mails. So I got from him a 1956 silver quarter, a 19, I can't see the year, but it is a war nickel, and that's delineated or designated by the letter P above the Monticello. That the war nickels were the only nickels that had the P above the Monticello for a short period of time. In this case, a P, looks like. And I'll have to show off the rest of the stuff later because I really gotta get this stream ended and get the bingo stream going. So we'll go back through and do coining rounds stuff here in a bit, maybe on the bingo stream. Circle back around and do that really quick, and then we'll get going here on Silver Stacker Bingo. All right, ending this stream, if you would please come over to the game stream, and we will start that up here in just a couple minutes. We'll see you over there. Thanks for hanging out here on the pre-show. Just keep stacking. See you in a couple.